Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making some Cuban styled meatballs. They're filled with flavor, brings me back to my childhood. I just love these and I wanted to share the recipe with you guys. So let's get started. So when making meatballs, the type of meat you use is completely up to you. You may use half beef, half pork, half veal. You may use all turkey, use whatever you want. I like to break up the meat like that a bit so the spices get inside. I'm using garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, cumin, a little bit of chili powder, salt, pepper, and some sazon. Sazon is optional. Chili powder is not normally used in Cuban cuisine. I've never seen my grandmother use it. However, I love spicy food, so I add chili powder 99% of the time to whatever I'm making. I grated half of an onion. You may dice it really fine if you prefer. Some pressed garlic, cilantro, an egg, and some breadcrumbs. I always prefer to use fresh bread soaked in milk. However, I didn't have neither. So I threw in some regular cabinet breadcrumbs. Gave everything a mix. Make sure not to overmix. You want to form golf-sized meatballs or mini-sized or giant-sized, whatever size you want. When you're done forming the meatballs, you either want to fry them or bake them, completely up to you. I prefer to fry them in some vegetable oil. I like to give them a nice color, and you don't have to cook them completely. We will finish cooking them in the sauce. So about 3 minutes on each side over medium heat. That looks good. When you're done browning the meatballs, you want to remove them from the pan so we could get started on our Salsa Criolla, which is a tomato sauce flavored with spices, garlic, onions, and peppers. Really flavorful, good stuff. So I removed a little bit of the vegetable oil because it was a lot, and then I threw in my red and green bell peppers, onions, gave everything a stir, and I let them saute for about 3 to 4 minutes on medium-low heat. I then threw in my pressed garlic, sauteed it for about 30 seconds. Then I poured in the tomato sauce, some water, some dry white wine, and I know the saying that you should only cook with an expensive wine you drink. Cubans are a little different. We cook with dry white wine that costs about $2. We never drink it, we just cook with it, so that saying doesn't really apply to us. So I seasoned the sauce with the same exact spices I used for the meatballs. Only thing I added 2 bay leaves. I placed the meatballs into the sauce and we're going to let the meatballs simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes covered over low heat. The meatballs are well seasoned, the sauce is well seasoned. This is just delicious and I need you to try it. Growing up, I ate these with rice. In fact, I like to serve any poultry or seafood that contains a sauce over rice. If it's a dry piece of meat like grilled steak, then I like to serve rice and black beans with it, which I will be sharing my black beans recipe really soon. I sprinkled some cilantro on top. If you don't want to use sazon, you may use saffron instead. Saffron Cuban meatballs, that's fancy. I'm definitely making that. I hope you guys really give this recipe a try. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching.